So our last topic in this section is going to be curvature. So we're going to start with defining what curvature is. So let's suppose C is a smooth curve given by R of S, where S is the arc length parameter. The curvature, it's kappa at S, is the magnitude of the derivative of t with respect to S, or another way to say this, it's the magnitude of t prime of S. So this is a formula that will help us compute curvature. So let's look at an example here. Show that the curvature of a circle of radius r is kappa is 1 over r. So one way we could describe a circle with a vector equation, we could say r of t is r cosine t I plus r sine tj. That's where t goes from 0 to 2 pi. It says the equation of a circle of radius r. So the first thing we have to do, we need our arc length parameter. We need S. So we need to find r prime of t. It's minus r sine t I plus r cosine tj. And the magnitude of r prime, the magnitude will be r. So now the arc length S, it's the integral from 0 to t of r prime of u du. Well, this is the integral from 0 to t of r du. And r is just some fixed number. It's the radius of our circle. So we get r times u here from u equals 0 to t. So for our arc length parameter S, we're going to get r times t. So we're going to need to solve for t here. T will be S over r. And we're going to plug this into our formula r so that we have r in terms of our arc length parameter. So r cosine of S over t I plus r sine S over rj. And now here's our formula for r in terms of the arc length. So now I need to find my unit tangent vector t. So you're going to have to take the derivative here. R prime of S, it's minus, that should say an r there, sorry. That should be an r there, S over r. So minus sine of S over r. We have to use the chain rule, so you multiply by 1 over r. And then plus cosine of S over r j. And if you find the magnitude of r prime of S, you'll see that the length is 1. And so then our unit tangent vector t of s right? It's r prime of s over the magnitude of r prime of s, but the magnitude is 1. So it's just going to be minus sine of s over r I plus cosine s over rj. So that's our unit tangent vector t, but I need t prime of s. So you're going to have to take the derivative t prime of s. You're going to get a minus 1 over r cosine s over ri and a minus 1 over r sine s over rj. And then to get our curvature, kappa, it's the magnitude t prime of s. So I take the magnitude of this vector right here. If you take the magnitude of that vector right there, the magnitude, it's going to be 1 over r. And there's my curvature, and I've verified the curvature is 1 over r.